Aha! Look who's back. Mr. Losing the Internet.
Mike fired me. Mike hit the goodbye button. I know what happened. He's telling me. I saw something got kicked off.
I said, see ya, bastard.
He hit the goodbye button.
Let me try to invite myself again, see if this works now that we had to start a new one. I doubt it. Oh, I can't even spell my own name. That's something.
But yeah, you'll see a little lag in there, and then we're back. I know Sean messaged it on Twitter. Now we're back. I'm back.
Yeah, it says invitation posted. That's what that little message says. But yeah, I still can't invite people. That's what I was saying when I was live by myself. I was like, he wants me to invite him back, but I can't. I say, because we can't invite anybody into the damn call. I was like,
hell, we'll just start over.
That's what I said. I didn't know if you want me to start over, if we were ending it, what was going on. I was like,
we'll start it over. Hey, listen.
And then I showed everybody. You yelled at me.
I did?
I showed them. Yes. In your chat.
Oh, because it was capital text?
Yes.
That's so much bullshit. Okay, I just was telling you, if my cap locks were hit, I was just telling you to call me back. Don't get all sentimental on me and shit.
I told him. I said, see, he's yelling at me. So I fired his ass.
I was like, oh, well, that's the way we're going to end. That's it. See ya. Goodbye.
That's what I told him. Paul said on there, that's our legacy.
Yeah. It's always something. Yep. Jesus Christ. So, anyways, where were we? We answered Sean's question, right? Well, at least I did. You couldn't remember. I'm over here rubbing my tit. Isn't that son? My nipples itchy.
Well, sorry, Sean.
Paul said he tried to send you something. Let me go check that. Paul said he tried to send you something.
On
Stogie411.
Oh, an email?
Yeah.
Well, I got his email for his address.
No, he said he just tried to send you a question.
Oh, well, I can't get the email up.
All right, let me go in there to Paul.
Because it's doing with the show and everything. Oh my God, if I bring that up, my internet will break.
That's all right. Go ahead. I'm gonna message Paul.
Yeah, if he sent it to my Stogie411 email, tell him just send it to Stogie411 at Stogie411.com. That way you can see it too, unless you have the password for mine. I don't know if you have mine or not. You can get in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just sent it to him, so. All right, so where did we leave off here? We're almost down to the last farewell.
I don't know. I left off that you were getting fired, and I was tired of all your bullshit.
Lucky me. How lucky could I be?
I was talking to myself on air, thinking I'm really weird. Everybody thought I was really weird for just sitting there talking to myself.
Yeah. I got one for you here. I got a question for you. We'll try to give everybody a little insight. What pissed you off the most about doing the show?
When it might have changed. In the end, it was having to lug all the equipment and do all that stuff.
Okay.
Now, in the beginning, it was more of the technical problems. Just, I mean, this microphone wouldn't work one week, then it would work, and then it doesn't work, and oh my God, that was a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, that I would agree with you. All the technical, the stuff that we couldn't control.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
that pissed me off the most.
Yeah, I mean, we got the equipment. I mean, I bought a mixer. Mike has, mixer set up, and we got all this equipment to make this stuff work right. And then all of a sudden, Skype has problems, or something else has a problem, and all of a sudden you can't use this microphone with this setup. You have to use this other microphone with this setup because that microphone doesn't work.
Right.
Only with this thing. What?
Yeah.
No. It's really weird how some of this stuff works.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. That's what threw me off, was all the technical stuff.
It was like with your headphones or something. You could hear one thing but not the other thing.
Yeah.
It was hooked into the headphone jack. It's like, what?
It was a nightmare in the beginning. In the beginning. Well, let's see. Is there any manufacturers you want to say thanks to? Give a shout out to.
Oh, definitely. John Huber, Pete Johnson. I think they were on the show the most, weren't they?
I think Hubert. It was between Hubert, Ezra Zion, and Pete Johnson.
Yeah, Ezra Zion.
It was between those three. I think Hubert had them all beat.
Yeah, probably.
So that goes back to the question. I guess I did kiss John's ass.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Speaking of Hubert, you know what I want to do real quick? And then I am kissing his ass, but I'm not because I consider him a friend. I want to say congratulations to him and his beautiful wife on the adoption of their little baby girl. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Smoochy, smoochy, love, kisses. Fucker.
That was good.
I guess I should swear, right? We're gonna be done anyways, no man.
Yeah, what's it matter?
What's it matter? Not that stopped us before.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I really like pretty much every guest that we've had on. It was great how someone would open up and let us in. Matt Booth was a fun show.
Yeah,
that was a fun show too.
I'll tell everybody a little secret about Matt Booth. We always book the shows in advance. At least we try to. So I remember clearly when I finally called Matt Booth on his cell phone, I was heading to the post office to mail out. I think I was mailing out some giveaways. And it sounded echoey and funny. And I'm like, dude, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm on the can. I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, and you answered the phone in the shitter? So yeah, I got to talk to Matt Booth with his pants down. So I guess that's something I can pass on to my grandchildren.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that when you told me that. That was just, yep, that was amazing.
Yep.
But I do that too. My phone goes with me everywhere.
Yeah.
I
don't answer in the bathroom, man. I need
both
my hands.
Answer.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, one for the magnifying glass, one for the tweezers.
I didn't say why I needed it. I just said I needed it in my hand. You thought something. See?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's just been a really fun, especially for us. Even before the show starts. Having fun with the guests, or us just having fun, and just or getting on the chat early, and people would come in the chat early, and we're just talking back and forth and just having fun there. And
the fun we had with the guests before the show.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. I mean, boy, that was one thing I wish we did. I wish that we recorded some of the shit that was said
pre-show,
before the show. I wish we did that because, man, people would not believe some of the things that were said before.
And we could have, and that's the other thing with the bandwidth issues, with the setup we had. It was set where I could record it locally and then upload it to the internet.
Right.
And once I got the bandwidth thing, all that went out the window, so we couldn't do any of the stuff that we wanted to do.
Right. Yeah, that was some fun antics during the show, but
it was a blast.
It was a great ride. It really was. It was a good ride. I have no regrets. I truly don't. I can walk away with my head held high, saying, we did something unique, something different, and we were honest about everything we did. We didn't, I'm
going to miss it.
Huh?
I'm going to miss it. I really am.
I am too. I'm going to miss it too, but
I think, the time I don't think was right for a lot of people, Saturday afternoon, it kind of was the weekend.
Yeah.
But there again, it just came down to when we moved out here, it was without having the internet to be able to do it, we couldn't change times. We had to do it when.
It was a lot of time. Man, it just wasn't. It was. You know what? It's the time to say goodbye now. We know that instead of doing a half-assed show, instead of doing it when we can't do our normal show to our viewers, it wasn't fair. We did the right thing by saying goodbye, in my opinion. Again, like I said, we're keeping the site, so we may get a surprise someday. Huh?
Did you just see a big ass butterfly that flew by?
Yeah, it was Tom Cigar. He's a fly now.
Damn, it's a big ass butterfly. Yeah, it is. Like I said the whole time, it's been fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, you never know. We could be back in a different format, different time, different.
What would you have done differently?
Oh man. You mean, I mean, the way we started, it was just so hard in the beginning. I think I would have taken the time to actually figure everything out first.
Right.
And get it down to where we wanted it.
Right.
And had the time to test, and to do everything to get it to the caliber that we had it towards the end of the show.
Right.
In the beginning, start at that caliber.
Yeah.
That's really about the only thing I can really see to, other than adding the things that we were talking about, and, just different things like that. But yeah,
I agree with you. I think to get a broader audience, I think we really needed to do it every week, which realistically, I know for me, realistically, would have been very tough with a family. But I think realistically, you need to do a show every week to get into people's, faces. But again, I'll fall back to, that's not what we did it for. We did it to have fun, to give the viewer something different. For a viewer to be able to have your question asked right then and there with a manufacturer was different. That's the thing I'm proud of. That was very different. And again, I'll say it again, I'm not sounding cocky or arrogant. I'm proud of it. A lot of people followed our format. Yes, they changed it up to make it their own, but they took our format and ran with it. And they're running with it still today, so I wish them nothing but success. But, that's
and I think that's really flattering. I really do. I mean, I think that's the biggest form of flattery that you can get is, somebody taking your idea, and you're not doing it exactly per se.
No.
Maybe adding to it, changing it, molding it to something for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cigar community, the bloggers have been very good to us. There's a lot of sites. I know the Stogie guys or Stogie Geeks, I can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize. They put a post up there about us saying, one last. I mean, a lot of people have been very, very good to us. And that alone is humbling, that, that we made some kind of a impact in the industry. And I'll stick to it. I think we helped a lot of manufacturers out. I truly believe it. I truly, truly believe it. And they helped us out a lot along the way.
Oh, yeah. And that's what I was going to say. I mean, we've learned a lot. People who watch the show learned a lot. Manufacturers learn, with all this stuff, with having to get them. That was some of the fun stuff before the shows, getting some of the manufacturers onto Skype.
Oh, God. I remember Eric Espinoza was fun, trying to get him on. That was crazy. And then Ernesto ended up having to do it with his cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jose taking his laptop outside to try to get a connection when he was, oh my God. Yeah. Hubert, he was another one that had issues.
He'd always get in his office with the guitar. We did from Nicaragua, wasn't there? Was it Dominican or Nicaragua? Nicaragua.
I think it was Nicaragua, yeah. And yeah, I mean, everybody, it was just humbling. Everybody, even when we had guest manufacturers that were doing shows that took time away from their events, went into a room and did our show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just, it's mind-boggling that, and we're not the first to, do anything great. It's just, it's humbling. So.
And I always had fun with Fred too. I have to give Fred a shout out. Godfather from Nomad Cigars.
Yeah.
Always had fun with Fred. I mean, he's a guy I could just sit and talk and hang out with.
Yeah, great guy.
And smoke cigars and just have a blast.
How about Michael Herklotz? Every time he came on,
the show broke.
Every time. God. He was another great guest. Another guy very good to us. There's so many. You sit here,
that's my
Skip Martin from Romacraft, another great guy.
And hopefully Skip give a shout out. I hope it seems like Skip, you're doing fine now. I hope everything's good.
Yeah, that's great.
And everything worked out for you, because that was a scary little thing.
Yeah, 1502 Cigars. That was another great interview.
Enrique, yeah.
I love talking to him. Eddie Ortega. We had some manufacturers on that some people just couldn't get. I remember that. I remember, I'm not going to call anybody out. I remember another blog similar to ours saying, "Man, how do you get these guests?
Yeah,
we can't do it." I think, it just takes time. They want to know that you're going to do quality and you're really going to do it right. And I think everybody that came on our show, we always try to find out the information, whether it was they left somewhere or something happened, respectfully. And I think I think it comes down to respect. I really do. I think they knew they could trust us, that we were respectfully going to answer the tough questions. And if they didn't want to answer, we respected their right not to answer it. But I think we got a lot of information, a lot of breaking information came through our site that we didn't get. People didn't realize that it came from us first.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was just fun though. That's the whole thing. I mean, we didn't do it. We didn't come up with this idea to make millions of dollars and live in big houses. We did it because we liked hanging out together. We liked smoking cigars. Yeah. And we were having fun. If you can't have fun at it, there's no point doing it.
No, you're 100% right.
And like I said, I could still have fun doing it. It's just, with my neck problems getting the way that they are, I just can't logistically do it. So
I wouldn't be surprised if we pop back up someday with something different. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing in the works, so don't anybody think anything. That's not what's going on. I'm just saying I won't be surprised if we pop back up again someday doing something different.
Yeah, because we had so much fun doing this.
Right. I agree.
And it's like, why just totally... I mean, Mike and I are going to still be talking, so.
Absolutely. I'm just going to check, see if there's any questions or anything. I'm almost down to the cigar. So
yeah.
Just
and I do it, the aperitivo, I think,
nope, I do have cigars. Look at that.
A smaller company, but hell of a good cigar. I love this aperitivo.
Well, Captain Paul May, right? I got that right, Captain Paul, Officer Paul. I just want to send. He sent us an email through Stogie411 at Gmail, and I want to thank him. Paul was on earlier when we were testing this, and we couldn't get it working. But he said, I haven't been following the show as much as I used to since you stopped doing the audio only podcast. I listened to those in my patrol car, which we couldn't control because Blip thing had a whole issue. But anyways, you mentioned that the show has become work. It reminded me of something someone told me years ago. Everyone thinks being a porn star is the greatest job. Right up to the day you realize it's another day at the office. Congrats on the run, and pop into the hangouts when you guys get invites, Officer Paul. Well, Paul, we want to thank you, and we will definitely, if we're on, pop into the invite and say hello, and it truly means a lot. And there's just another example,
right?
Someone took time.
Paul, I want to say to Paul, while I have the chance here, I don't ignore you with the hangouts. In all honesty, my routine, I actually did a picture on Instagram, I think it was, of my nightly pill routine that I go through because of the pain and everything with my neck.
Right.
I'm usually in bed on my laptop, watching a movie, starting to take my pain medication and everything else, at 6 o'clock at night, Eastern time. And, I'm usually not asleep yet, but I shut the phone, the ringer and everything off on the phone and everything. So I don't get the notifications usually, because you're usually doing them after that. And that's why I'm not ignoring you or anything. I guess it just, I guess I don't know if my phone says I'm always there or what it is, but
mine does the same thing, because I get them from them too, and I'm usually in bed.
Yeah,
and I get it the next day, and the Google thing, and it says, Paul invited you to a video hangout. So I'll apologize, Paul. I wasn't ignoring you. I got it after it was done. I was usually in bed, but hopefully one of these nights I'll stay up and I'll accept that video call and we can have a cigar together. I would love to have a cigar with you. And you know, here's another thing I want to say. I don't know Paul that well, but I know he's a officer. He's still an officer, right? He's not retired, right?
Well, as far as I guess, he's still an officer.
Yeah, he's still an officer. But I want to say something quickly about that. Not to toot our own horn. My brother's also an officer in Florida, and a while back his partner was shot and killed. And we did something on our site, and I want to say something. Our viewers helped that family out, donating money, and my brother and the officers, Officer Wilson, his family was very happy and overwhelmed with what we did. Yeah, and just that. Here's another thing that goes to show you that people care. You know, all the shit that's going on right now in the world with, you know, bad cops killing innocent people and bad people killing innocent cops is out of control, and we really need to sit back and stop with all the bullshit that, you know, hey, guns kill. It's not the guns that are killing people, it's the mentality of these people that are killing people, you know. And I talked to my brother about it. You know, I hate to say it, there's more good cops than there's bad cops. There are bad cops. I've ran into them in my life. There are. Yeah. But they're not all bad cops, and we just can't take the law in our own hand and start killing people. So, Officer Paul, I just want to thank you for all you do, and be safe out there, and make sure you come home every night. That's what matters. So, but yeah, that was another nice thing that we did on our site. All the money we contributed as well. All the money went to his family. That went directly to his wife and 2 children that were left behind. So. It's just another nice thing that, you know, we did. We were able to do a lot of nice things with this show. We gave away, man.
See, and we had an officer on the show. We Joel Mully.
Yes, we did.
Him on the show.
Yeah, we gave away a lot of stuff. Cigar. We were able to do a lot for a lot of people, and I'm proud of that. That's another thing that I'm proud of, because you gotta, you know, people don't give anymore. I remember, you know, I'm going to be 50. I remember when a handshake meant something. Handshake doesn't mean anything anymore, you know, nope. To a lot of people, and that's sad. That's sad the way things are going in life, and it shouldn't be that way. So, but that's my little 2-minute spill on how society is fucked up right now.
Oh, big time.
So,
yeah, just be safe out there, all the officers. I know. Well, and Dave that comes on here, he's a retired state police officer.
Yeah,
you know, and it's just a crazy world out there.
Wow.
Yeah, I have that every now and then with these aperitivos. I don't know if it's I enjoy them so much, and like I said, right now I can tell a huge difference from before my neck was hurting.
Yeah.
When I smoked this cigar and now.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, people ask me, I'll blurt this out too, you know, about doing reviews and stuff. It's like, I'm not reviewing right now because I don't feel right doing it. Because if you've ever had severe pain, a constant, you know, break your arm and just keep poking it, you know.
No.
and just keep doing it, and then smoke a cigar and tell me what flavors you get out of it.
Right.
You know, and that's why it's like I'm not giving up on everything. It's just I just don't feel right doing it right now.
Yeah. I
just can't get anything out of it, really. You know, I still enjoy smoking a cigar, you know, especially here with Mike and you, all of our viewers, but I just can't focus.
I just want to send a thank you out to the tobacco company on Twitter. Thank you all, guys. Stogie411. It's been a great ride. We hope to continue to be a part of supporting you all in the future endeavors. So thank you guys very much, because we couldn't have done it without you, without all your help at the end. So.
Yep, and we will definitely include you guys when we do our male stripper website.
That's a sneak preview into what we're going to do next. Men over
Oh,
50.
look at that viewership drop. Holy, what everybody leave?
Men over 50 naked. But, well, it's been a great ride. We're pretty much at the end of our cigar.
Yeah, just all I can say is thank you again to everybody. You know, without the viewers, without the manufacturers, without the support and the sponsorship in the beginning and the support here at the end, you know, from companies all over, we couldn't have gotten this done. And without Mike's wallet, we couldn't have gotten this done.
Yeah.
But you know, that's really it. It's just like it's a big thank you to everybody out there. And you know, who knows, maybe if we ever figure this broadcast thing out with Google Hangout, if they ever change it where we can actually invite people, you know, maybe we'll do these every now and then just to keep people in the loop and just keep in touch with people.
Yeah, you never know.
That'd be something neat.
You never know. Yeah, I was thinking when we had the conversation there, when Mike and I talked and we decided we were going to end this, I've been thinking, it's been, what, over a month now? Almost a month now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking, how am I going to end it? You know, am I going to be sappy? Am I just going to say what I feel? You know, how you end it? And I'll tell you, I couldn't come up with an answer, but, you know.
I think you should cry.
I'm not going to cry, but I'll tell you, man, it's really, it's got me a little choked up. I'm not going to bullshit you. It's got me, it's truly got me choked up. I think
it was something to look forward to. You know, we could look forward to having a fun time together and with the manufacturers and with our guests and everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna, unless you got something to add, I mean, I'll let you talk after. I'm gonna say my final goodbye. I want to thank everybody, truly, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank all the manufacturers that came on, even the manufacturers that couldn't come on, that you know, wanted to. I want to thank them. I want to thank all the viewers who watched us over the years, who listened to us over the years, who were able to join the chat, not able to join the chat. I want to thank those people that helped us in the beginning and those who were with us at the end. Yeah, see, I'm getting choked up. I said I was going to get choked up. Cry. It's seriously, just thank you. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say because I'm going to get fucking teary-eyed, and I don't want to get teary-eyed. But I want to say thanks to you. I wouldn't have done a show with anybody but you.
Oh man, I agree. You know, that's why I say to you too. You know, we've known each other for, oh my God, how many years now, and we've never met.
No.
And you know, back when you still had a Mike Stogie's, you know, and when you first started that, before you first started that,
yeah.
And we going from there.
Don't cry. Fucker.
And you know, we've been talking and friends ever since, and you know, talking on the phone, chatting, yelling at each other. I mean, just you know, like brothers, you know.
No doubt. I consider you one of my best friends, even though we haven't met. And,
yeah, and like I said, Mike and I aren't going to stop talking and chatting, and like you said before, you know, you never know what's coming around the next corner. So I can easily see us doing something else, you know, when situations change. You know, everything has to come into fold. I don't know about you, Mike, but for me, I don't want to start like we did Stogie411. I want to start at a higher level. I want to have everything in order, and then when we come out, everybody will be like, "Wow, they're back."
Yeah, it might be.
We have to watch them again.
We start on time.
Yeah.
And if shit work, they'd probably be thrown off. So
that long-haired hippie bastard is back. God.
Maybe when you come back, you'll have short hair.
Oh my God,
that'll really throw them off, right?
I'll shave my head bald.
Yeah, there you go. So, well, yeah. Well, it's been one great cigar. Mike made me cry. And it's been fun. And I just, thank you. That's all I can say. So, I don't know about you, but I think it's time to hit that goodbye button. And say goodbye to these folks and turn the page. So.